Well, I started 4-H my 5th grade year of grade school when I moved to the farm, and it was a new school, and the people at the new school, it was sort of the thing to do. Everybody was in 4-H, so I jumped on the bandwagon and I was involved in your basic livestock projects. We lived on a hog farm, so I showed hogs at the county fair. I was involved in photography projects, clothing projects, food nutrition. But it wasn't until high school that I really found out what the opportunities were in 4-H beyond the local county level. Someone had given my mom a newspaper article saying that they were starting a 4-H technology team in Iowa, and they thought that I would be a good match for that. And so I went through the application process and was offered a spot on the team. That year in 4-H on the tech team was probably my defining year. It just showed me that 4-H was a lot broader than I ever thought it was. I had no idea that there was even a state 4-H conference, and beyond that, things on the national level as well. When I became more active in 4-H, I was doing things on my own that my friends weren't doing, and I was gaining new friends in new areas. I think it was the independence that I got from that. I learned what I liked to do, what I was interested in, and I could take that and pursue it. I made myself available to the leaders of our team, and I knew I would be going to Iowa State in the fall, and I just said, if you need any help with the tech team, I'm here, I am willing and able. And I was really lucky in that aspect. I came on as a collegiate advisor, still got to be involved with state conference activities, their 4 meetings a month, and it was just really good to just stay connected, and that was probably one of the reasons why I chose Iowa State in the first place. I had all the initial thoughts of that independent spirit that I didn't want to stay in Iowa. I wanted to go experience new things, but in the end, when it came down to it, Iowa State had a really good program for what I wanted to study, to still be in that atmosphere coming off that first year in the tech team where it was just a really good learning experience for me. I wanted to stay a part of that, and so Iowa State offered me all of the things that I wanted. It led to other possibilities as well. I remember one time I was giving a presentation at the state 4-H staff meeting, and afterwards they had asked us what our summer plans were, and I was in need of an internship to graduate. And one of the staff members for ISU Extension Communications said, well, you know, we might have a spot for you. So the next day I emailed her and quickly became the communications intern for Iowa State University Extension. And so I can directly relate that back to 4-H. And that was where I gained a lot of skills that are directly applicable to what I'm doing today in my job. Technically, I'm a public affairs specialist, but if you were to define my role, I would say I'm more of the national media liaison. First and foremost, I am writing news releases, handling media calls, doing anything that involves the media, and that's going to communicate our agency's message to them. And then on top of that, I think people throughout the agency have learned that I can just be a good resource for communication. So if somebody has a document that they've worked on and they need editing, a lot of people just come to me and ask me, hey, can you look at this? Because they know that I have the skills to make it look better. Through 4-H, I learned to take material that I wasn't familiar with, things that I was no expert on. I had to take that material and learn it myself and then teach it to others. And that's exactly what I'm doing in my job today. I would say 4-H really helped me discover my interests and my passions. I would tell someone that 4-H is a way to follow your passions and your interests, and that they should go for it, because it's a lot of fun, and looking back now, I can see how I learned from all of that and grew, and I think that is the best part about 4-H for me.